In this presentation, you will learn what plagiarism is, what the consequences of plagiarizing could be, and how to avoid plagiarizing. Let's begin. Here are some actions that are considered plagiarism. You copy a friend's paper from last semester. A friend, parent, or sibling writes a paper for you. You indiscriminately copy and paste from a blog, website, or other source. You use somebody else's lab results to write your report. You purchase a paper off the internet. You paraphrase, copy, or quote without documenting your source. Plagiarism isn't just about cheating yourself out of a good grade. It's also unfair to the author of the journal article you read, or the creator of the image you posted. You need to give credit to the author, photographer, or artist, and that's where citations come in. If you use something, cite something. The website creativecommons.org is an excellent place to look for images because you can limit your search to those whose creators have given permission for their use. If you include a direct quote from a book, article, or person in your paper, use quotation marks to show that those words belong to someone else. And did I mention to always cite your sources? Lest you think that plagiarism is not a big deal, here are some of the possible consequences. You could fail the assignment or the class. For repeat offenders, suspension or expulsion from school is a possibility. For persons such as professors or authors, plagiarizing will do permanent damage to their professional reputations and careers. The violation of copyright laws can come with legal or financial consequences, such as paying fines, compensating the author from whom you stole work, or having to refund a book advance to your publishing company. Finally, being caught plagiarizing is embarrassing. However, as you will learn shortly, it's easy to avoid. But what about school papers, you ask? After all, you are not yet published authors or professors. It's not a big deal in school, or is it? Here are just a few examples of when plagiarism was a big deal. In 2001, 148 University of Virginia students were accused of plagiarism. Over 120 were found guilty, and 48 were expelled. In 2010, a CCSU student was awarded nearly $26,000 in damages after another student copied his paper, then accusing him of plagiarism. The accused was initially expelled, but readmitted after an investigation. In 2017, Monica Crawley, a woman with an impressive resume, including writing for organizations such as the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and The New Yorker, and appearing as a political commentator on several networks, was discovered to have plagiarized parts of her 2012 book, What the Bleep Just Happened. Her publisher immediately withdrew the book from circulation, and upon further investigation, it was discovered that she had also plagiarized at least 50 passages in her 2000 Columbia University dissertation, as well as portions of numerous newspaper articles. Fortunately for her, Columbia did not rescind her degree, but did require substantial editing of her dissertation. Do not be like Monica. Cite your sources. That's out in the real world, but the same rules apply here at Asnuntuck. In fact, academic misconduct, which includes plagiarism, is the first item addressed under prohibited conduct in our Student Code of Conduct. Quote, academic misconduct, which includes, but is not limited to, plagiarism and all forms of cheating. Plagiarism is defined as a submission of work by a student for academic credit as one's own work of authorship, which contains work of another author without appropriate attribution." Unquote. Notice that I have enclosed the words from the Code of Conduct document in quotation marks and attributed those words to said document. In addition, the citation appears on the last slide of this presentation. Paraphrasing, or restating the author's words in your own voice, is one way to avoid plagiarizing. However, if you are paraphrasing, you still must cite the source. Read both passages on this slide. The one on the left was written first. Is the one on the right an example of paraphrase or plagiarism? Now that you know what plagiarism is, here are some actions to help you avoid it. Read your paper out loud. Does it sound like your voice or someone else's? This also helps you to find typos and missing or repeated words. When paraphrasing, summarize the information rather than substituting words. Use quotation marks when taking phrases, sentences, or paragraphs from your source. And finally, always give credit to your sources, both in the text of your paper and in the references or works cited list. If you have questions, please ask your librarian, instructor, or a writing tutor.